Hi, I'm Reg Miller, Propertyrush. This is the second of two videos I've put together to explain buy-to-let property and the figures. If you haven't seen the first one, please go back and review that, because that will add value in terms of this one. This video is about how we flip money out of your first property and leverage it to actually start building your buy-to-let portfolio. The first video explains our new entry-level fees and how we utilize the working capital to buy the first property. So if you haven't seen that, please go and have a look. Now, we've based this on purchasing an average property, which is a 3-bed for £75,000. Now, when we do that, before we do that, we assess the property, and we know that it has an enhanceable value. And typically speaking, with this type of property price, the enhanceable value tends to be £105,000. That is after the refurbishment's been done and a tenant's in there providing a rental income. So it's turned the property from where it was into an asset that is generating an income. Now, when the property was originally bought, it was bought with an 80% loan to value buy-to-let mortgage. So if we take that as an example, that's £60,000 as a mortgage on a £75,000 property. We can do the same now that the value of the property has increased and been enhanced. We can go and get an 80% loan to value mortgage, which in this case would be £84,000 as a mortgage. Now, obviously there's going to be a cost difference between a £60,000 mortgage and an £84,000 mortgage. And at 5%, which is about the rate you'll get on a buy-to-let mortgage of that type at the present moment, that's going to cost £4,200 on an annual basis. So £4,200 in buy-to-let interest payments, and we then have to look at what the property will rent out for. So we know the property was already renting at that stage for £7,200. So we know there's going to be rental agents fees as well, and using our sister company Let's Rush, it's a 10%. We're going to just keep the figures simple and say it's £700 on an annual basis. So the costs, taking away the costs from the rental income that you're actually getting, that leaves you with £2,300 per annum. So what we've done is we've increased the mortgage, which costs slightly more. But what that enables us to do is to draw £24,000 out of that property to go into property number 2. And really, that's it. The first property here, if you review the old video, the first video that we've done, actually shows that the cost of purchasing this property was in fact £23,000. A deposit of £15,000, refurbishment costs of £7,000, and legal fees and expenses of about £1,000. So really, we have got back all that £23,000 out of the property. In fact, we've got more out of out of the property. Which, if we look at it in that sense, we've got back the money that we used to purchase this property. This property actually now owes £0 of your investment capital. Okay? So, although there's an equity in there still, an equity stake of £21,000, just from the enhanced value of the property, in fact, that property now owes you nothing. Now, if we try and calculate a return on the rental income with nothing, you can't do it. The calculation for return the calculation for working out that is simply to take the return, which is 2,300 on an annual basis, and divided by the investment amount. Well, the investment amount is 0 at the present moment. So what I'm going to do is just say we've left £1 in that property. So if you took 2,300 and divided it by the investment amount to get the percentage return, multiplied by 100, that would come out at 230,000% as a return. And that's per annum. Now that sounds crazy, I know. But if you check the figures over and work them through yourselves, you'll see how that is how you leverage your money. This effectively is a property standing on its own in your name without any of your capital in it, generating you an income moving forward. Not only that, the roof space of that property is there as £105,000 to increase in value in the future. And we're not going to even talk about that at this stage, but just from rental income alone, you can see how you leverage your money, you make a better return. If this is something that you'd like to find out more about, it looks fairly complex in terms of looking at the figures on just one sheet. I'll be happy to sit down with you and have a talk about how this could work for yourself or how this is possible, showing you live examples of clients' properties and clients who've gone through this process. So if you'd like to do that, give me a call on Peterborough 01733 578 477. I'm Reg Miller of Propertyrush. Until the next time, take care. Bye-bye.